Huge tax benefits now in Iowa. My man Ted from Iowa, we'll call him Terrible Ted. Terrible Ted Nugent. Touchdown Ted, maybe. How about that? He just emailed me. He goes, Josh, he's a client of mine, and Ted crushes, kicks ass and take names every which way to Sunday. And he said, Josh, I'm thinking about just got off the horn, my CPA. He thinks I should convert another 120,000 bucks to my Roth. That'll put me at the top of the 24% tax bracket. He says, because if I don't do it, I'm going to have major RMDs. I can't remember what he said, like 120,000 a year in RMD. So what do you think? I said, I looked up his stuff. I said, looks like a freaking slam dunk to me, man. I said, obviously, you're going to have to write a big fat tax check, but looks like a slam dunk. Then Terrible Ted emails me back. He says, guess what? I said, what, Terrible Ted? He says, in Iowa, the new tax laws, because their governor Kim, whatever her name is, Reynolds, they signed something that you don't have to pay taxes on Roth conversions. Now, I haven't dived into it, but that's what Ted was saying. I said, whoa, what? State income tax on Roth conversions. I don't know that to be true. I'm just FYI, but Ted said that. He got it from a CPA, all right? So this isn't your old buddy Josh spouting off this. This is my man Ted from Iowa and his CPA. So that's a big deal, man. That's a big deal. I mean, think about it. If I could do Roth conversions here in the state of Georgia with no income tax, for every $100,000 of Roth conversions, that's $5,000 of savings, dude. Obviously, in Georgia, once you hit 62, you get $35,000 per person without taxable income, and then once you hit 65, you get $65,000 per person. So you can do quite a bit of Roth conversions with no taxable income, but that's not 100. I think Ted's doing like 120,000 bucks or something like that. I can't remember. Dude, are you kidding me? So Iowa, this is how Maine is, and a lot of these northeastern states, even Pennsylvania. Iowa was in a world of hurt for many years. They're losing their brain trust. They're young, educated kids. I don't mean educated like they have a degree in freaking, ethnic studies at Iowa State. I mean, no one, those people should leave. Iowa, you don't want those people, man. Send them to Massachusetts. Send them to freaking Washington. But, for the other people who got brains, you know what I'm saying? These are not just, these are electricians as well. These are laborers, skilled labor as well. But, people who got brains, they're not afraid to work. Those people are leaving Iowa in droves, and it was becoming a very antiquated state, kind of like Maine is right now. And it's not good. And so they've known that for a number of years, and it seems like the tax code is now being a lot more receptive to this. It seems like there's a lot more going on in Iowa to retain instead of a brain drain, they're retaining more of their young folks. And, I don't know the first thing about the state. I went through Des Moines once. I'd like to go see the Iowa Cubs. I've always wanted to go see the Iowa Cubs. But other than that, something happened. When we were in Des Moines, my brother and I were driving through, something happened there. I remember, too, I was like, did some guy give us a toot? I think so. This is back when I was drinking. I think we were at lunch someplace because we're just driving through Des Moines, my brother and I, and some guy gave us a toot. I remember, and this is where young, dumb, and full of something else. I'm not going to say what. I remember, this is back in mid-90s, and I just remember some guy gave us a toot. I remember thinking, or two guys, something like that. So, yeah, what's going on here there, guy? You know what I'm saying? And nothing happened, but I remember thinking there was I just remember thinking like, interesting, Des Moines. Maybe these people aren't as nice as we would have thought. I mean, literally, I was full of piss and vinegar back then, so who knows? I was probably the asshole, frankly, but I don't think so. I can remember at lunch with my brother, and some guy was like, giving us a hard time or something. I can't remember. But anyway, long story short, nothing happened to it, but I remember it was kind of like, oh, okay, we can do this, but not proud. Had a freaking short fuse back then, my friends, and I'm not proud of it, that's for sure. Of course, throw hot-headed guy, throw some alcohol in there, not a good sign, which is why I had to quit drinking. May 25th, 1997, but who's counting the days? I am. Anyway, so going back to Iowa. So Iowa's freaking kicking ass and taking names. I think Kim Reynolds supported DeSantis like the last minute. That was kind of weird. I like DeSantis, but I don't like DeSantis this time around. I mean, he should have stepped aside and let the Trumpster just run with it, because Trumpster is the head of the Republican Party as we sit here today. And until Trumpster is actually defeated, you know what I'm saying? Really defeated, right? It's his party, man, and you got to go up with it and go down with it. But DeSantis, he just got too too big is for her britches. I don't know why Kim Reynolds supported him, other than she wants to make her name with the rhinos who run the stuff here. And more of the establishment. I don't want to say rhinos because DeSantis is not a rhino, but more of the establishment. And he just should have waited, dude. Should have waited at 2028, but be it as it may. So that's good stuff, man. So kudos to you, Iowa, crushing. I hope this is legit, what I'm hearing from my man, Terrible Ted. If not, I'm going to call him Typhoid Ted because, like, dude, you just told me some false truths, but he did. He's literally from his CPA. And Ted, even if he wasn't, he sent me a bunch of links, so I haven't read. I just trust Ted implicitly. So if he's wrong, I'll blame him. And then you can say, Josh, you're so smart. You don't ever take the blame. And that's right. That's right. All right. See ya.